New Year, 2025, January 1st. It has been a minute since I have done a video. It's been a good while. It has been a good while since I've gone backpacking, a long time. It's been a good while since I've weighed as much as I do today. This morning, as you saw, I went in there and weighed. And so for, a year or maybe more now, I don't know, my mind has been in this negative space. I've, kind of a pessimistic outlook on some things. And so, I'm coming out of that. Some things that have happened recently, I'm coming out of that, so I'm looking forward to, I'm thinking more positively, looking forward to getting healthier, going back on the carnivore diet, starting today, eventually getting into some good backpacking again. I've had a, job change. I'm still with the school district, but, my job has changed there, and it's been good. So I'll talk about all this in the future, but I'm in a better place. I'm happy about that. And so it's time to start improving once again. It's time to start growing, not physically, but improving, physically, mentally, spiritually, all that. Anyway, I'm looking forward to, doing weekly videos again. So anyway, this is to a new, good, productive, healthier year. Okay, so what I'm making for my New Year's Day meals is I'm going to cut up this pork roast, 5 pounds, into some big chunks and kind of cook it in a carnitas style. We shall see. Those are from my great nephew Kane, who is here occasionally, and they were on the kitchen floor, so didn't want to break an ankle or slip and fall on them. So I'm going to chop this up in big chunks. Let's get going. Okay, I've got it cubed up, and I'm going to season it a bit with these items here. Okay, it is in my trusty enameled cast iron Lodge pot, and I'm going to start off in the oven at 350 degrees. I'm going to put some chicken stock in here. That's about enough. And I'm going to put it in there with the lid on it. I'm going to do at least an hour, and then I'll check on it. So while my roast is in there cooking, my carnitas, I thought I'd come out and show y'all the back patio and the yard, because the last video I put up, it was a video after a tornado had come close to us. And so I'll put up some before pictures, but we just now there was so much damage and a lot worse than us, but I'll probably throw in some pictures showing what it looked like in case you don't remember. But they finally got in and repaired. They put a new post in here and fixed our patio cover, and fixed the roof, got some new metal up there. And these trees right here, that's what had fallen over and crushed that. So all that's been fixed, thankfully. And then the yard, my sister-in-law did a great job using all kinds of resources to get all of the mess cleaned up. And some of those were family and friends that helped in various ways. And so she was very thankful and grateful for that. Of course, me too. But you can see, if you go back and look at the video right before this one, like 7 months ago, you can see a big difference. So there's still things out there that we need to get taken care of, but It's much better, and we are very grateful. Okay, so it's been in there for an hour and a half and covered, and I'm going to put it back in there maybe for another hour and a half, but I'm going to check it in an hour. There's Cane Man. Hi, how are you?
I'm Cane Man Chapman.
What?
He's Cane Man Chapman.
Cane Man Chapman, that's right. Let's go see Alma. Yay! Okay, it's been an hour and 15 or hour and 20 minutes. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to test. Hopefully it's not too dry. Hopefully I didn't dry it out. Let me get some out and test it. All right. Ooh, falling apart. Looks moist. Look at that. Let's try some of that. Oh yeah. Yep. A reindeer! Yay! Okay, it is Friday morning, January 3rd, and I just got back from HEB and picked up some food that it's part of my eating plan. I don't know how long this is going to last me, but so I got some chicken broth. I did get some pork rinds. I've got some chicken leg quarters, some Italian sausage, pork roast. There's ground turkey right there. And this is the off-brand, one of the off-brands, Hill Country Fare from HEB. So a couple different, those were really cheap. And most of this stuff is on the cheaper side. So anyway, I'll talk more about this in my eating plan. Well, still Friday, about 10:30 in the morning, 55 degrees and some misty rain. Went out and did some shopping, ran some errands, I guess. But one thing I did was finish up my Christmas shopping. You know, we have since my brother David passed away last year, my sister-in-law and her boys and their families, their wives, significant others, we got together in January for our Christmas. It just worked out better. So we're doing that again this year. And it worked out real nice. I mean, it felt like Christmas holiday, So we're doing that again this year. So I finished that up. And but also, as you saw, went grocery shopping. Now, I had said that earlier in this video that I was going to start the carnivore diet again. Well, not really. That what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for over a decade now, more than a decade, I had started making strong, hard attempts at losing weight. And I think one of the very first times or early on, I had lost 150 pounds. And after that, but I gained almost all of that back. I'd lose 100 or a little over 100 pounds. So I'd lost over 100 pounds like 3 times. I've lost 75, 80, 50 pounds, a number of times just to gain it all back. And so, when I started and had a lot of my best success, especially with being consistent and having the discipline to stay on it to lose whatever I lost on those eating plans, it was a low carb diet. It was just a simple low carb diet. And generally it was fairly strict. And I didn't eat very many vegetables, and if I ever did, it was, of course, low-carb vegetables. I'd even have some low-carb fruit, berries or something occasionally, not very often. I focused on protein. I focused on meat. And because I am on the poor side, I can't afford, to buy, a bunch of beef or steak or, pot roast, beef roasts and stuff like that. I have to eat chicken and pork and turkey, and even hot dogs at times. I just have to be careful and look what's in them, especially hot dogs or sausage, and, count whatever carbs that are going to be in them. So that's what I've mostly done until just the last few years. The carnivore haven't really done that, but just a couple of times, my most recent times of trying to lose weight. And for me, it's just, it's just not sustainable for me. I can't, it's difficult to stay consistent. So I need to do something that, that's going to work for me a little bit better. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's focusing. It may be a ketovore or whatever, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Or it's just a low carb. That's how I'm approaching it starting this year. And I've been on it since January 1st. Been on it for 3 days now, and it's going well. And I have eggs in the fridge. I do have some hamburger in there, and I'll be buying hamburger occasionally, but anyway, so I just wanted to let y'all know that this is how I'm going about it, starting off with this new effort here in 2025. Good Sunday morning, everybody. Well, the food that I've shown in this video, that's not all that I've eaten in the last 4 days, but it's probably most of it. So I'm going to go get on the scale. Okay, so 10 pounds in the first 4 days of the year. That's not bad. A lot of water weight there, though, but it's a good start. I've got to go back to work tomorrow. Our Christmas break is over with, and it's going to be a cold week for here in Central Texas. Anyway, down in the 20s, it's going to be cold on those buses. But okay, guys, I really appreciate you watching. I hope y'all have a great week, and Lord willing, I'll see you next Sunday morning.